What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Oh man, it's been one of them days, man. One of them last couple of days, really. Me and my opponent have elected to play the entire game, even though we had a disconnection. So we're gonna kick it off in a minute, and we'll go from there, man. What's going on, Broncos? Ready, brother? Let's do it. For those of y'all tuning in, I may not be too energetic. Yesterday I actually found out, lost 2 immediate family members to COVID-19. So, I ain't feeling too enthused about trash talking at this point in time. So y'all bear with me, man. Dealing with a lot with the family right now. My wife's aunt and her son died of COVID yesterday, and just found out today that the daughter has COVID, and she's in the hospital.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League.
So I'm not all that keen about being all hoorah right now. So I'm trying to get through this game. Me and my opponent elected to play the whole game.
A moment ago, the Pats
we'll just go from there, man.
What
we can do.
As they'll square
Good luck to you,
with
brother.
the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good kick. He didn't have to go too far, though.
The trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Madden being Madden.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Good play.
Blocked with a throw, caught by Hamler. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 21.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Broncos.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, they'll throw with Locke.
Get it.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Locke. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Man, I'm being mad, I tell you.
And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 67 yards on the ground.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
On now, Tucker McCann. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
For the field goal.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that's the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure that...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
First and 10. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Underestimated my opponent big time.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I'll tell you that. I'll watch that.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Locke working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. That catch good for only a couple. A lot of storylines to a New England-Denver matchup. So many great games in the past. And worth noting, too, that Cam, of course, has his history with the Broncos as well. He was on the losing end of Super Bowl 50 when his Panthers lost to the Broncos 24-10. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out quickly to Judy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
I'm glad we decided to play the whole game. If we was playing just a quarter, I would have won. We'd be playing. The game be over, right?
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
On first down, it's Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Newton. This is White on the screen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Second and inches.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Again, this is Michel, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, Michel, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
And they will run it with Michel. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Broncos.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's going to be caught by Judy.
Maybe a free play. All sides. Good catch, man.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the penalty not quite enough to get him the first as they'll come up here on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler, he was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Block. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Block now on first down. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down, Broncos.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again.
Got it.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gun. 22. Let's go, Tyler. Let's go right here now. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Like 22. Touchdown.
Now Newton on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
That wing pushing down.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Gun.
Newton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, Michel. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He was brought down by Ball.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Michael O.J. Mudia. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
$38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On play action, Locke. The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Duggar brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
3 plays and
Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it's White. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Switzer complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
He's across midfield.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Quarter, bro.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, but now it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton keeps himself upright. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey.
On 2nd down now, Michelle, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Gun.
On 3rd down, Newton.
Damn, I threw it to the wrong button again. I'm looking down the field and I see the guy wide open. Oh my God. That's why I hate using schemes I ain't worked on a lot.
And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I'm going to close you out now. Good play.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker.
He
This
was
one looked
running
like it was
wide
over. It
open
looked like they
down
were
the
ready to seal
sideline,
the
man.
deal.
Wide
But in
open,
doing
there
so,
was
by pitching it
nobody
around a
on
little
it.
bit,
Nobody.
it cost
Nobody.
them.
He
We
was
could have a
covered
great
too.
finish.
And I saw it, and I hit the
Brendan
wrong, like the
McManus, the
triangle instead
kickoff
of
for
the wrong
Denver.
square. Hate running. That's
So they'll
the
get another
downside
shot
about
on
running schemes
offense
during
following
practice.
that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Timing is off a little bit. Trying to keep it
And this
simple.
will not be returnable. It's out of the
Good
back
play,
of the end
man.
zone for a
Get you
touchback.
back in the game. Now I got to close you out. Try to close you out anyway. Let's close him out. Let's try to close him out, fellas. Before I give the game away.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2 yards on the.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Newton to Michelle on the screen. And some room to maneuver.
Ooh, that was
He'll be
big.
taken down, but not before they
That
bring it
was
across
big.
midfield. The gain of 32 that time.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a
Nice
defense
block.
over-committing.
Nice cut
Plenty of
block.
space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big
Nice
yardage
cut
on
block.
that play.
That's some football right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Did me dirty. That was dirty.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Now Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sets up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
And gave up nothing but 3 points today.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Brought down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Block off a play action. Now he'll escape to his left. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Got a man complete, it's Hamler. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Better make it count, brother. A lot of yards to get.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
And it's Michelle once again.
This dude is running hard.
4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
All, son. I know everybody tuning in was hoping for the demise of me. I ain't got nothing to say now. Same old, same old. So I felt earlier, same way I feel right now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Good luck rest of the season,
that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output...